Well, it seems only 2 months after Demi Lovato and her fiancé Max Eric decided to get engaged, they decided to break off said engagement. As you may or may not know, just a couple weeks ago, Max was being called out on Twitter as fans started posting old screenshots of the actor sending flirty comments to Lovato's friend, or rival depending on the day, Selena Gomez. This led to him deleting his account altogether and Lovato standing by his side, posting, "It's really sad when people fake images to put women against each other. If women have conflict, that's between them, not you." But clearly something's changed and I got all the tea to spill, so get comfy. What's happening, everyone? I'm your host Jared Bronstein, and if you enjoy our videos, make sure to click the playlist that just popped up on your screen in the top corner to continue watching. Also make sure to stick around to the very end of this one to see if your comment got featured, but for now, let's get right into things. So the story of these two is quite a roller coaster ride, as they seem to have started dating sometime in March, right before quarantine started. But while on Sirius Radio's The Morning Mashup, Lovato explained that, quote, "We were able to share this time together that we wouldn't have normally gotten to spend. And that accelerated our relationship on a level that you can't really explain to people. But quarantine either makes or breaks the deal, and it really made that. So I'm really blessed, really fortunate, and continuing to count my blessings every day. We started dating. We went immediately into quarantine. I knew I loved him the night I met him. So a week later, we went into quarantine. I was like, look, we're quarantined together, cause I love you." This was just days before the images of Max from previous years started to surface, with him confessing his love for Selena Gomez. Although some of the photos were in fact doctored, others didn't seem to be. The two got engaged in July, and to no surprise, they both posted photos on Instagram with very long captions confessing their love for one another. And normally I wouldn't laugh at something like this, but honestly guys, it reminds me of that high school couple that breaks up every 2 weeks, but when they're together, they put each other's initials in their Instagram bios with a heart and a lock, and post things like, "You're my other half, without you there is no me." The reason I say this is because back in July when they got engaged, Demi captioned her photo to include, I quote, "I knew I loved you the moment I met you. It was something I can't describe to anyone who hasn't experienced it firsthand, but luckily, you did too. I've never felt so unconditionally loved by someone in my life, other than my parents, flaws and all." It went on to read how excited she is to start a family and how he makes her want to be a better version of herself and all that fun stuff. Max also posted a photo with a similar caption to Demi's, writing, I quote, "Words cannot express how infinitely in love with you I am forever and always, and then some. I cannot spend another second of my time here on earth without the miracle of having you as my wife. Here's to forever, baby," as part of his post. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for love, but they seemed a little manufactured to me is all I'm going to say. A source close to Lovato told People magazine, I quote, "It was a tough decision, but Demi and Max have decided to go their separate ways to focus on their respective careers. They have respect and love for one another and will always cherish the time they spent together." Now who knows why they actually broke up? Was it for their career, because of Selena, or maybe something else? Unfortunately, when it comes to celebrities, the reality is sometimes couples are literally together for the publicity. Not saying that was the case here at all, but I just think the cheesy head over heels captions were a bit much. But that's just for me personally. Either way, I genuinely do wish all the very best for both of them in whichever direction they decide to go in, both career-wise and romantically. As always guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one down below. Why do you think they actually broke up? Drop some comments, let me know. For now, let's reply to some comments from the video. Kim Kardashian files for divorce from Kanye West. Hannah Stead said, "Let's wait and find out this mysterious source is Kris Jenner." 100% probably is. I'd put 100,000 on it right now. I don't even have that much money. Never even seen that much money before in my life. But I would put money that I don't have to bet that it was Kris to do that. That's her thing. She sits at home all day and she's like, let me see, how could I not only ruin my family's life but also make a lot of money doing that? And then this is what she does. It's awful. She's like the worst. It's like how? She leaked Kim's tape in the first place. How do you leak your own daughter's adult tape? How do you do that? Kris is how. Ugh. Dallas said, "I feel like Kim still loves Kanye, but Kanye is causing her so much pain with his outbreaks. She wants what is best for her kids and herself. She tried, but Kanye couldn't help himself. I am glad she's doing this for herself." I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, that's a tough thing with you know, dealing with the whole situation. You know, like one side of it is I empathize because, you know, actually I sympathize with someone that, you know, I'm a very anxious person, you know, my family, like I'll know a lot of people that have, you know, some variation or degree of mental illness, and you know, you definitely want to be there for them and support them. And I know we're at a time now where we're talking about how, you know, we got to end the stigma and show support, but people aren't talking about the other side of it, is, you know, the people that are very supportive of those dealing with mental health issues and the toll it takes on them as well. And I think, you know, we gotta talk about that as well, is how you could not only support and help someone that's dealing with their own issues, but also look out for yourself as well, which I think in this case, Kim is finally doing, and I wish them both the best. I hope Kanye gets the help he needs, but also, you know, to be helped, you also need to want the help, which I don't know if Kanye wants help, so that's all I'm gonna say. Nikki Gapstone said, "Is it just me or quarantine has been filled with divorces left and right?" I mean, the only divorces I can think of are like Cardi B and Kim, which who knows if they're even gonna happen. I mean, it's a headline. Who knows? Maybe they'll get back together. I've heard it all before, so Who really knows? But I think the idea here is that people are just spending a lot more time together than they normally would. And as much as I love the idea of a wife and a girlfriend in a relationship, Will Smith said it best: a relationship is two people living individual lives, coming together, but still living their own lives. And that's how a relationship has to be. You gotta do your own thing. And in quarantine, you couldn't. It was just, you're living together all the time. You can't be yourself, and that's a lot, so I get it. Anyways, guys, that's all for this one. Been your host, Jared Bronstein, and we'll see you in the next one. You know, it was like gospel rap, though. I never knew that.
Yeah, it's actually, I think it's picking up. I think it's gonna be the next thing.
Gospel rap? Well, that song was gospel. That song was gospel rap, though. It's like, times like these, you hear me say, God, if you hear me, please come my way. Something like that. Like, it's because it was in Harold and Kumar, wasn't it? That's what it was from. A little itch there, you know, a little beard itch. Appreciate the support. I'm just still laughing at that exchange. Is funny, man. And that accelerated our relationship on a level that you can't really explain to people. I can't do it now.